then the House missed a deadline this spring to come up with a budget. Why, and what is the path forward on the budget?
Yeah, well, we had an April 15th deadline we missed, and then we missed a May 15th deadline. We can still pass a budget. I'm not sure what the odds are on that happening. I'm on the budget committee, and we passed a budget out of committee. There just doesn't seem to be the support on the floor to pass the budget off the floor yet. And it all stems over a $30 billion issue. Most of it's military spending, and it's a $1.07 trillion number versus a $1.04 trillion number. And
what side do you come down on? Do we need to stick to the $1.04 trillion number, or are you willing to go to the $1.07 trillion?
My preference would be the $1.04 trillion, but what we really need is a budget. So the way the budget process works is multiple budgets are put up on the floor, and you vote for the ones you like, and the one with the most votes is the one that wins. So I would vote for the RSC budget, which is a more conservative budget than what we were able to get out.
The Republican Study Committee?
Right. It's more conservative than what we were able to get out of the Budget Committee, but still, having that budget there and having the framework for doing the appropriations process, I think is something necessary that we need to do. Now, we're moving ahead with the appropriations process, and the appropriators are writing to the 1070 number. Some people think that at the end of the day, it'll be either 1067 or 1070 what gets funded when all of this washes out at the end of the year.
When all this washes out, are budgets important?
If you follow them, they are. It's an important concept, but that's one thing that I think we need to do a lot of work on here in Congress is establishing budgets, and we're never going to be able to address our own huge debt crisis if we don't start following budgets and appropriating to those budgets and not busting budget caps. To be fair, though, where our budget is right now is lower than where it was several years ago. It's just there's an issue with the Boehner budget from last fall that went $30 billion above what we were scheduled to be at 1040.
Speaker Paul Ryan is the former chair of the Budget Committee. Is it embarrassing for him not to be able to move forward with the budget right now that he's Speaker of the House? What has he said to the Republican conference?
Well, he obviously wants us to pass a budget, but one thing that he's done, he's had more of an open process. He's not been real heavy-handed with members, and he's explained where we're at, the importance of passing a budget, but at the end of the day, it comes down to how many people vote or will vote to pass a budget. So you'll have to ask him if he's disappointed.
30 minutes left in our show today with Congressman Westerman.